only get one shot. You only get one shot. One shot for everybody living in the moment. One shot is all you get, so you gotta own it. One shot. You only get one shot.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the foot of the Rockies, just west of downtown Denver at Empower Field at Mile High. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Denver Broncos. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going. And then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Third play. Now it's Darnold. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Had to put that ball in there with a little extra zip, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Yeah, and that little extra pace that he had on the pass, that required a little extra concentration for him, didn't it? Ball can get on you pretty quick in that manner, and he handled it well and picked up the first down.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Baron Browning able to record his 5th sack of the season. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Throwing on second and long. Darnold setting up the screen to Kelly. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. There'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a third and long here. Here's Darnold. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach not allowing any run after the catch. They give up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
.31 yards on the punt there. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. So first and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 21. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A first carry now. This is Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. The Broncos at 2-6 now on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. He'll get 34 yards there. Now it's Wilson. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Throwing is Wilson. Throw left side complete. That's Patrick. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Now Wilson. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Wilson will throw again. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete. And where the time has expired on the first quarter. We're scoreless after 1. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They'll run out of the gun here. Williams hammering for the goal line. He loses the football and picked up by the Chargers.
I know a lot of defensive coaches have certain guys on their squad that they look to as drive stoppers, guys who can make big plays, interceptions, knock it free. In this case, they didn't need one. The offense supplied it for them, just dropping the ball.
Yeah, and that was after they were doing so well on this drive through the air. They go to the ground, doesn't work. The Charger drive about to get going. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. And they'll get him down up past the 15. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. They run up the gut with Kelly. They find some open field here. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, L.A. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
Extra point good by Hopkins, and that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over it a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
Got his man, it's Dulcich. A little juke, and getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Here's Wilson. That is caught. It's Williams. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Only took them 3 plays, and they're already in the red zone, just like that.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Finding Williams once more, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it, try and keep the defense honest.
You mean also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Now it's Wilson. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Second down and goal. Wilson, they're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Defensively, he has been a presence in their backfield in the first half. Had a sack earlier, and now he comes up with a big tackle for a loss.
2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Eckler now between the tackles. And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. And time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Baron Browning, that is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He only gave them an instant to react. It was a classic case of if you blink, you missed him. Off of the line and to the quarterback in just a couple of seconds. Running back only had a moment to react and attempt to throw a block.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, Darnold. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw again on second down. Wilson. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to take over here up near the 40. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
A final shot before the break. Darnold. He's going to take a shot at the end zone. Why not? That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Wilson now to throw on third down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A gain of 26 on the third down conversion. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Here's Wilson. He'll get this one to Patrick. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan. I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And power running here down to the 6-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Javonte Williams with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, it's blocked. There he goes left side. The 20. And all the way into the end zone, and that's 2 points. Well, you figure with a veteran kicker out there, these extra points almost automatic, but this one turns into 2 points the other way.
And we both know it's hard to put it on him. I think there was a breakdown in the protection, but guess what? It does go against his record.
The Charger drive about to get going. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Throwing again on second down. Darnold. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. A play fake, and it's Darnold. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their own 18. After the interception, here's Wilson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be corralled way upfield right around the 40-yard line. On 1st down, Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson, open man, he completes it to Judy. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Three quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With the score, Chargers 9, Broncos 6.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Sliding out of the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Wilson. This will be caught. Judy. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Williams is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Takes it at the 7. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Charger drive about to get going. And we essentially have a brand new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the 4th quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Albert O, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have broken this deadlock and have taken the lead here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. They will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Takes it at the 7. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. The Charger drive about to get going. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Darnold. Right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of the quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. And whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on second down. It's Eckler again. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked up by Michael O.J. Moody. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, will likely put an end to this thing. They'll run with Edmonds again. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On third down, here's Williams. It's a gain of 15, and that ought to just about put an end to this one. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Denver, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.
Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden. It's so many given Sunday magic. Lights, cam, prime time action. Run it up, touchdown, I'm snapping. In the field with the plays, John Madden.